ever see anything like that?
No, and I hope I never will again.
Where'd the bears come from? We were all laughing, eating, drinking. Suddenly, a massacre. Torrents of blood on the walls.
As I was saying, realistically, even though I agree with Cerys, it might have been a better idea to kind of, you know, watch to make sure Hjalmar didn't do anything questionable. What happened before the massacre? Be precise.
What happened before the massacre? Be precise.
Young Lucas bet he could empty a barrel of beer in one go. He climbed on the table, grabbed a pony keg of centering wheat, and started chugging. His throat bulged like a blowfish. Face went red, but he kept drinking. Folks started banging their tankards on the table, shouted, "Lugos, Lugos." Then, from the other side of the room, we heard this roar. We turned in unison as if a coxswain had called. They were there. They were already there. Folks closest to the bears didn't even manage to draw their weapons. They were ripped to shreds.
We'll avenge them, I promise.
Let's look around.
We've talked enough. Let's look around.
Let me know what you find. I'll speak to the others. Maybe someone saw more than I did.
Okay. Here we go. Examining
Fang
time.
marks, claw marks, broken bones. Hard to say what exactly killed him.
No! The gates were shut!
Wonder who she's talking to.
All right. What do we have here?
I bet it was a man bear. It was a man who can turn into a bear, because those exist.
Bear's head, but the tongue's short, like a human.
Exactly.
Mouth smells of honey liqueur. Mead. And something else. Something earthy. Bears like honey. Before it's fermented. Strange.
Examine torso.
Something under the fur. A tattoo. Shape of a bear paw.
Yeah. Examine limbs.
Old scar. Looks like it was sutured.
It's gotta be a man bear.
Half man, half bear.
Yep.
Something like a lycanthrope.
Only exists on Skellige, I
No
think.
full moon, so something else caused the transformation. Maybe something he ate or drank. Mead. Mead with an earthy aroma. Need to check the horns, tankards, and bowls.
Maybe it's the honey? Maybe his bear senses were wild?
All the horns are empty. Autrig. Shit, no more than a kid.
Jeez. This is a freaking disaster. That's a freaking disaster, I reckon. You need the mighty good king to recover from a mess like this.
So many wounds.
I'm doing a
one
half
Hjalmar
accent,
fed to
not accent there. That was correct.
Earthy scent from the bear's maw. Something towards mushrooms. Bowls empty, but the scent's in the air. Coming from somewhere else in this room. Bowl at each table. Mead in this one. And only mead. Drogadar. Skald's played his last.
I'm gonna follow that scent here in a second. I just want to investigate everything first.
Young Lugos. Bears took him by surprise. Didn't have a chance to defend himself.
This is sad. Let's check this bear. Let's see if he gives us anything different. If we can. Wait, can we? Can we? Can we? Can I? Can I? Can I do it? No, I can't. Alright. Let's follow the scent then. We already got one bear, so it would all give us the same indication, probably. One bear's an all equal bear. Or something. Let's run. Let us run. Does it end here? No, it keeps going. It's gotta keep going. It ends right there. It ends... Oh, right there. Okay.
Here. Mead spiked with some kind of mushroom. And human blood. Cerys, come here.
A guard saw what happened. Those weren't bears. They were...
Men who transform into bears.
Berserkers.
Aha! Aha! Got a good idea what causes the transformation.
Think I know what caused them to transform. The mead they drank. Smell this. Mead spiked with blood. And something else. Thinking it could be a mushroom, but I don't recognize the type.
Hjort might help us. Few druids know herbs better.
Can't hurt to try.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Follow Cerys, I think. Yeah, okay. Follow her. Dark cave. Oh, that's actually a door. Okay. Is actually a door.
A disgrace. The camp we've not seen since the Red funeral. Few had died then, and I'm a Jarl's son of Mama.
If this turns out to be Crack, I'll twist his head off.
If Crack appears to be guilty, we'll try him and keep him with our customs.
Aye, and then I'll twist his head off.
Is the Red funeral supposed to be a reference to the Red wedding in Game of Thrones? I'm just curious. I think. All right, Hjort.
Freyr, our mother, may the sea swallow the traitors. Freyr, our lady.
Mind if I interrupt?
Already have? What is it?
Someone spiked one of the mead barrels with blood and something else. An herb or a mushroom. Cerys said.
Give me the horn. I know the smell. A mushroom. Mardrome.
Mardrome. Never heard of it.
You've another name for it on the continent. Psilocybe, I believe.
All right. Peasants eat it to soothe pain.
Udalric tried it too, but only a few times. In larger doses, the mushroom causes visions, nightmares.
Yes, the last thing Udalric needed more of. Thanks for your help. Blood and Mardrome. The taste of human flesh and a substance that triggers visions. That well could have caused the rage. Maybe even the transformation.
Maybe. Hard to believe someone spiked the mead here in the hall, though, in front of all those witnesses.
You're right. I helped prepare for the feast. I'd have noticed. It might have happened before they brought the drink upstairs. In the cellars, maybe. Come on, we could find some clues there.
Lead the way, girl. Lead the way, Cerys. I can only imagine how differently this would go if we chose to follow Hjalmar instead. I don't know, because we'd be doing a completely different quest. And with this, I think we're actually getting to the bottom of it.
We must find the traitors quickly. Elsewise, the warriors will take matters into their own hands. Castle's abuzz already.
Think they'd attack Croc openly?
My father or each other. All in the finest Skellige tradition. Haven't had a good civil war in ages.
Hagrid for a good civil war. We're pretty good for the economy. Aye. Alright.
Knew there'd be trouble. It was all too calm.
Funny. Arnvold said the same. For a feast to be any good, mead's gotta flow, but so does blood.
He's guilty.
I'd say he got his wish.
Arnvold did it. The butler at the front door did it. Clearly. He's not a butler, though. Let's just say he is, just so we can go along with the stereotype. Not really a stereotype, more of a cliche. Whatever. I think we were down here earlier.
Hjalmar's doing something useful, not just looking for a fight.
Relax. Your brother's impetuous, not stupid.
Okay. There we go.
We keep the poison at the cellar's other end down below. Come, I'll show you.
Sure, mate. Let's do it. Lead the way.
The stench! Is that vodka?
Don't like vodka.
Ackerman spirit.
Okay.
Someone ruined several barrels of the finest.
Right behind you.
That's a relief.
What a relief. You're right behind me. Okay. Let's check some barrels. Let's do this like Donkey Kong.
Blood and mushrooms. Think we can find out where this barrel came from? Looks different. What the?
What?
Shit.
The spirit!
Spirit?
There's another exit behind the door.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here we go again.
We'll never move them.
Run, Geralt. Run.
Intend to.
Here, we got this. No, wrong one. Darn it. Okay. Yeah, or no. Okay.
Quick.
Quick. Now I have the hiccups. Darn it. Just from imitating Geralt. You catching up, girl?
God, We might have been burned alive.
Somebody's damn desperate to bring our investigation to a quick end.
Man, what is it with
This is
choking to
message.
death?
One rarely used, more like. When Yalmar and I were little, we'd play here.
I was gonna say, what is it with choking to death on Skellige that is so frequent? Because it's happened like twice so far. Alright, let me get this level up going. Upgrade that to the fullest. Oh man, let me check my inventory for that sword. Fate. Oh, that is such a good sword. Too bad it's not as good as our feline silver sword enhanced, because it is still a good sword. And it sells for a ton. More than the silver sword would. Which is sad. But you know, that's how Witcher swords are. Better than the best. The bestest. That's what they are. Let me get the torch. I can't freaking see in here. I need a torch.
When I get my hands on that pyromaniac,
Let's think. They had to use the entrance we used. Maybe they left some prints behind.
maybe. When the door slammed shut and the fire broke out, did you hear a bottle shatter too?
No, but I've no Witcher sense at my disposal. You must hear the hair growing on my head.
I try not to eavesdrop. Anyway, entrance is worth checking. Come on.
Witcher, Geralt of Rivia, he's like Daredevil, but he can see, which is just that's just cheating. That is just OP. Must nerf. Must nerf. Okay, there we go. Let's light these things. All right.
Someone walked through the mead.
Yeah, like a klutz, like the klutz they were, and they carried it with them. Good job. Empty bottle lying on the ground. The last wish. Dun, dun, dun. Here, let me examine these.
Could you ask for clearer prints? Sticky from the mead.
Anyway, that's kind of disappointing. Wait, let me see if I can see them without it. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Yeah, you can kind of see it. It's sticky.
Trail breaks off. Need to find another clue nearby. Something else to follow. Must have felt his clothing rip, but was in a hurry.
What's this?
Piece of cloth.
No, it can't be.
What is it?
Arnvald's tunic. Only he wears this kind.
Sure about that?
Saw him in the main hall with the servants. Let's go.
Unless Arnvald's set up. You know, they put the cloth there just so he would be set up, but hey, I don't know. Maybe it probably was him. It makes sense, because Geralt mentioned him earlier.
Look, it's him!
Grab a horse, we'll chase him down.
Alright, make sure the torch is away. There we go, we're already on the horse. Alright, let's go. Run! Run, Roach, run!
Arnvald! Stop, damn it!
Down here, listen.
When I get my hands on him.
Going for the kill. Getting ready for the kill.
You don't stand a chance.
Where to see about that?
Here we go. We're gonna knock him off his mount. We're gonna knock this guy off. Once we get close enough. Here we go. We're going for it. Oh!
Whoa there, Rebel.
Yes!
Why'd you betray them? Talk or I'll finish what I started.
No uncreated should ever sit on Skellige's throne. I know you better than others do. You're hot-headed, irresponsible. Skellige needs stability, a strong king. Not the kind a band of drunken jarls will choose.
Curious. Never heard you voice that idea. But I do know one who never stops saying it. It's Berna Bran, isn't it? You were never a good liar, Arnvald.
Oh wow, I didn't think about her. What was Berna's motive?
What was her motive?
It's obvious. She schemed this up to get rid of the other claimants. Slander our clan in the process. If she succeeded, Svanrigger would have been left, the only claimant to Skellige's throne.
We need proof. Your word against Berna's, that's not enough.
Arnvald, help us, and I'll ask my dad to grant you an honourable death. I'll insist.
I've letters from her. Instructions. How to poison the mead. But she never signed them. There's no seal.
Will that be enough?
It'll have to be. We shouldn't delay. Time to gather the Jarls.
Darn. Oh boy. This is not good. So, are we just gonna let him get away with this like that? Or, no, he said it was Berna. Okay, never mind. But he was put up to it.
I've assembled the Jarls in council as you demanded, Cerys on Crate. You claim to know who's behind the slaughter at Caer Trolda. Speak then. The blood of Skellige's sons and daughters. Whose hands does it stain?
Berna Brand's.
Berna Bran.
The lass is mad. Do you think anyone will believe you?
You had them serve poison mead to the berserkers.
I beg your pardon. The servants of Caer Trolda are not mine to command. 'Twas your father who called for the feast, who assembled the guests.
There's reason in these words.
Have you any proof to confirm your accusation?
I've better. I've a witness. Arnvald.
Cerys speaks true. Berner commanded me to poison the maid. When Cerys and the Witcher descended into the cellars.
You betrayed us. The clan that took you in.
Good man. He's a servant to Ancrete, a lackey. He will say what they command him to say. He would lie for them even were he to pay for it with his head.
Berner speaks true. Arnvald has served at Caer Trolder ever since I remember. Loyally, like a dog.
I can vouch for what Sarah says.
I can vouch for Cerys. She's telling the truth.
You? Yet another Ancrete lackey? Did Cerys entice you to cooperate? I can imagine how. Or has Crack paid you to smear my name?
What did you say?
Calm yourselves.
After what I saw on Speaker Rock, I trust the Witcher. More than I do you.
You've that right. But it's no proof of my guilt.
There's one other piece of evidence.
Got one more piece of evidence.
A letter from Berna to Arnvald, instructing him how to spike the mead.
It lacks my signature. It lacks my seal.
But perfume soaked through the parchment. A very strong scent, you know. Still to be sensed.
Is this your proof, lass? Is this what you call evidence of my supposed treason? Don't make me laugh.
Berna's right, Cerys. 'Tis all precious little proof of her wrongdoing. Alas, your brother Hjalmar also has not presented anything that could clear your family's name. We've but one path left to us. Holger, Lugos, it's time we quit this damn castle. Come, we must decide what punishment Clan Ancrete will face.
Making a big mistake.
You're making a big mistake.
Silence, wanderer.
Wait! Mother, you bade me to leave the hall before the feast. Why?
Son, not now.
Why did you do it? How did you know? How? You stand silent. You gave Cerys no credence. Gave the Witcher no credence. But you must give credence to a son who accuses his own mother. The massacre was her doing. She shamed herself. Me. The family. The clan.
Svanrika, I did it for you. Only for you.
You admit to this deed. As the eldest of the Jarls, I cleanse the name of Clan Ancrete, and you, Berna Bran, I sentence to death. You will be chained to a rock to perish of hunger and thirst, and sea fowl will peck apart your remains.
If you want to win the game, you gotta play by the rules. some other catchy one-liner I can use in a situation like this.
Burner had a lust for power, I knew this. But so strong as to commit such a crime.
What about Svanrige? What's his fate?
He'll lose his home, his name, his honor. He'll choose exile. Or death. But enough. Whatever comes, we must endure. I thank you, Geralt. Again.
No need. Again.
I'll not take any more of this modesty. This is a land of heroes. Let this remind you of that. And now, I must ride for Gedinath, for the Jarl's council. Time to pick a king.
What do you think? Who'll get the nod?
Come with me, see for yourself. All may listen to our deliberations.
Gladly.
I do have a horse in the race. Can't refuse, to be honest.
As I thought.
Death from above?
Well, let's go.
That is a badass name for a crossbow. Not really a crossbow. A cross hand bow. A handy cross... whatever it was called, I don't know. It's not a crossbow, though. It'd be bigger.
We're just in time.
They've already started.
Weren't long ago, we gave King Bran back to the sea. Today, our mourning ends. Today, by the grace of the gods and the clans, a new ruler takes the crown. Let us swear her fealty.
Yay! I voted for her. I think, kind of. I wanted her to be king. Hooray! Now, of course, Skellige's not going to like that, but it's well deserved.
I know some would see another in my place. I thank those who stood at my side. Here, beneath the sacred oak, I pledge to be a good queen to the ones and the others. I want peace and prosperity to reign in Skellige. And I count on you to help me fulfill that dream.
Cerys! 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 Cerys!
She was probably the best choice. I mean, Hjalmar... I mean, he was dim-witted enough to go off and find his own lead and not succeed in any way. Yay! My frame rate is chugging. Woo! Woo! Queen is crowned. On behalf of Skellige. Yeah, I want to talk to her. Guys, please get out of the way.
Congratulations. You'll make a great queen.
Thank you. Wouldn't be here if it weren't for you.
I'm just gonna guess that if we sided with Hjalmar earlier in the investigation, he'd be king. And I can only imagine how that would go. What'll you do?
What's the new Queen of Skellige planning?
To listen, learn, and listen again. Then we'll see.
Good plan.
I must unite the clans. I'd rather avoid war, but if Nilfgaard aims to attack, we must repel them together.
Drummond folk might be a problem. I saw Lugos during the ceremony. Furious, to say the least.
There's always been strife between our clans. But I must try and talk to him. Just might bring around.
Keep my fingers crossed. Farewell.
Alright. So we wrapped that plot line up. And where are we right now? It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool looking. Oh, we're here. And there's a quest right nearby. Don't know if it's worth investigating, but I'll take a look at it. Alright. So I'll see you in the next episode, guys.